Guys, welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over two recaps. We're going to go over yesterday's recap, which I didn't have a chance to do, and today's. Check it out. Well, guys, it's been a couple of rough days for me. Today's a break-even day, so I thank God for that. And yesterday I lost about $220 something on one trade, poor entry, and then it was just a failed pattern at that point. I do have it recorded, so I'm gonna bring that up here for you in a second. And today I had two trades, one winner, but the trade was a fail. I was just able to stop out with profit by reading, the chart and realizing that this wasn't looking good anymore. So that's a good one. We can, take a lesson and learn from that. And then the second trade was basically a setup that just didn't work. I mean, it was a bit of a risky trade in the sense that it was a 50-50 trade. That's what it was. It was a 50-50 trade. However, my risk reward was great because I was only risking about 6 cents for the opportunity of making 20 to 40 cents. Well, easily 20 cents. And then if we continue to squeeze an extra 20 cents after that. So the risk reward was perfectly fine. So I definitely want to show you today's trade. Today's trading was much better than yesterday's. But let's go ahead and bring up yesterday's trade. Let me see if I can find that here for you. Because I've been recording, and there's going to be a bunch of new videos coming up here pretty soon. I've been recording some new videos. Is it this one? Yep, it's this one. So my trade is on CANF yesterday. And here it is. So I'm in at a starter here at 250 shares. I was looking for an increase in volume, as you see here, on a VWAP break out of this, kind of like downward trend that we had as we curled. However, when I marketed in, and I do that often, when I marketed in, I was a little bit too late on my clicking of the freaking buy button, and I didn't get filled until 790 something. Giving me a $7.95 cost average when commissions were factored in. We hit this $8 and then we pulled back. And when we pulled back, we started to hold right above this VWAP area, which is what I wanted to see. So when I saw that we were holding above the VWAP area, I thought to myself, okay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want to see. I added to my position. I usually don't do that. The only reason I did that was because since my buy came out so high, I wanted to get myself a better average, thinking we're holding above the support line, so it's perfectly safe to add to my position here versus adding as we squeezed over 8 and started to take profit, $8.50 and beyond, $9. This stock does end up reaching $9. However, it was extremely choppy. Maybe I can bring up the chart here in a second and we can go over that. You can see I'm in 250 shares. I see that we're holding tight. We're holding tight. Volume is slowly increasing, but it is increasing nonetheless. And I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. We make that little push over $8, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get to add, but I will get to take some nice profit. Now you see we pull back, and we're holding above. See right there, we're holding above VWAP. I'm thinking 770s is a great place to add. So that's what I do. I add here. There it is. 500 shares now. My cost base is 785. Much better, obviously. And I'm thinking, VWAP is going to be my stop. So not too bad. I'm thinking we're still holding. Look at this volume that has come into the stock right here. Real good increase in volume. We're holding above VWAP. Okay. So we've broken over these little pivot points, this little high right here, this one, and this one, and we've broken over this one. So $8.59 is imminent. It's coming. It's going to come in the very next candle. That's my thought process. I'm in the money, right? That's what I'm thinking. check out this action. I put my stop order out. Check out this action on this awesome volume, on this breakthrough VWAP, break through all these little previous resistance points. Look at this entire retrace of the move. And I get stopped out. Entire retrace of the whole move. That was $220 lost right there. Let me see if I can bring you that chart real quick before we go on to today's live trades. Come on. Okay, so they did a midday offering yesterday, so this stock went to complete garbage. However, we should be able to see yesterday's action. Here we go. I'll show it to you on the 15-minute. Even the 15-minute is extremely choppy, but it does look a little bit cleaner. Let's make this a little bigger so you can see it. So, come on. Oh, I know what to do here. There we go. On the 15-minute, it does look a little bit cleaner, but however, we do have these nasty wicks. Obviously, this is the one I was stuck in. You know, we kind of hold this area, but then we would break up above it and retrace back down until finally around 11:15 a.m. we had the big push all the way to, well, we didn't even make it to $9, 8.80s. So, I mean, the trade would have worked out, but it was just a very, very choppy trade. I mean, obviously, it looks cleaner here because it's the 15-minute chart. But if you look on it in the 5-minute or the 3-minute charts, it was just extremely choppy. Extremely choppy. Let's see here if I can bring that one up for you, maybe. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the 5-minute is pretty clear. Let's make this a little bigger. So you see here, we had this break and then retrace back. Another break, retrace all the way back, stayed underneath, break up above, retrace back, break up above, and then we finally hold VWAP, and then we pushed. All the way up here to 870, then up here to 885. And then they had their midday offering, so this stock is now trading at $3 and change. Outstanding. So then today we have BIOC, and I was in, oh, I don't think, no, that's not, I haven't bought it yet there. Okay, here we go. So today in the morning we have BIOC, we have increasing volume, breaking above VWAP, okay? So I'm in 1,000 shares, 202 cost basis, and my thought process is I will add an extra 500 shares that I have ready to rock and roll over here and see if we get a squeeze up to 220, then 230. So this trade was about two minutes, almost 3 minutes long. So let's see. We'll fast forward it here a little bit. You can see what we got going on. So we're holding above this 195 area, $2. And volume is increasing nicely, very nicely. That's 2.5 million shares of volume in this 3-minute candle alone. So I'm thinking my stop at the time was 195, right? So what I'm thinking is if we continue to hold $2, I'm going to add another 500 shares and look for that squeeze. Here we are, big increase in volume. I add 500 shares. So now my cost basis is 204. And we start to move. I was even thinking to myself, if we really get a big pop over 210, 211, high days 211, I might add another 500 shares to this. Why not? We have great average. We start to stall right in front of the high of the day. We stall in front of the high of the day there. Look at that. We just can't get through it. You see, we pull back. And I said, you know what? Screw this. This doesn't look like it's going to want to go. Because, I mean, look, we're hanging out at the high of the day. Right in front of the high of the day. And look at this volume bar. Shorts aren't scared. They're not covering their position. Whoever shorted here, whoever added here is not afraid of anything here. Look at that volume bar. So I say, screw it, I'm out. I sell my 1,500 shares there. and book a little profit. See, I'm gone. And we continue to do just that action. Check it out here. I'll bring on another one. See, we continue to just boom, 210, boom, 210, boom, 210. VWAP trying to hold up, but the stock just, is struggling up there at 210. Everybody's just piling on in. Eventually, we're right now trading at $2. Let me bring up the chart here for you. This is what it looks like. 210s, 210s, 210, 210 resistance. These are all 3-minute candles. Look how much time this thing tried to break 210 and couldn't. Then we eventually had this nasty candle from 205 all the way back down to 182. I was actually looking for this at open to go all the way down here to this candle. This line right here at 180, because if it would have done that, I would have gotten long right there, but it didn't do it. So no trade for me there. I also actually JMU I had on watch too, and I was watching for the same action at open. On BIOC it was a 200-day. On JMU it was the 50-day. It does do it right here on this second candle, but I didn't care for that. I wanted to see. I first of all did not want to see this squeeze up here all the way like that. I would have liked it staying 190s, opened up, dipped down right in front of that 50-day, buy some, and then sell into that push. But didn't happen. My next trade this morning was on OTLX. Now OTLK opened up. We pulled in, and then we held this area, and then we had this big squeeze here, big short cover. Stock got halted, resumed even, and then just pulled in and then failed. However, it starts to hold higher lows from this area, and we start to break above VWAP. I'm thinking to myself at this point, shorts from here, covered already in here. But people reshorted here, and reshorted here. For sure, right? These are the areas. They start to cover here, and if we continue to hold VWAP and this 90 MA, we should get another cover, and we can get another squeeze up to 320, probably get halted in front of 330, and this thing reopen at 340. Completely possible. So that was my thought process here. So I got long here at 305 with an extremely tight stop. Why was my stop so tight? Well, I'm getting long in front of $3, which is VWAP, this 90 MA, these little wicks right here, whole dollar. I'm risking 6 cents. I'm risking 6 cents for the chance at making 40 cents. There's nothing to think about here. So I take a starter right here, 500 shares, and then my plan was, if we start to break over 310, was to add another 500 shares, because 320 was imminent. It was going to happen at that point if it happened. If that 310 break happened, but it doesn't happen. I was in this trade for almost 10 minutes. We're not going to sit here for 10 minutes watching this, so let's fast forward a little bit. You can see the action. You can see how we're still holding above this 90 MA and VWAP. Real nice. I thought we were doing it real nice. Volume wasn't all that great, but this wasn't a high volume stock this morning. We just needed that break over 310 to get that squeeze going. And it would have happened had some buyers came in there at that 310 area, or had shorts starting to get nervous and not want to experience another 40-cent candle. I can't believe that's fun. I know it's not fun on the downside, like yesterday, how I lost on CANF. So we're there. We're still holding above. I have a hard stop out. At that point there, I didn't like that action. I thought we would continue to stay right above here. Just 305, holding there. Nope. Volume started to dry up. Look how crazy the volume dries up, that my hard stop gets hit for 500 shares at 299, and I get a partial fill, which I don't understand how that's even possible, because a stop on quote should be a market order out. I should have been filled out instantly as soon as 299 hit. Look at all these shares. How the freaking hell did I not get filled on any of those 299 shares there, or even this 298? I think E-Trade's going to hear me about that one. and then that's it. I get stopped out. That was my trading for the day. Scratch day, like truly scratch day, which is kind of whack, seeing as how I lost 220 yesterday. Still green on the month, still doing all right. Just the setups just aren't working out. Might have to pull back the reins a little bit for the rest of the week until we see some more of these big pushes from the setups that I like to trade. Let me know how you've been doing. Drop it in the comment section below. What did you trade today? Let me know. Remember to subscribe. Helps me out. And smash that like button. I'll catch you guys on the next one.